And 3, 2.
Unless you've been living under a rock for the last 3 or 4 years, you might have noticed that there was a little problem with the real estate market. Let me see if I can explain what the problem was from a loan officer's perspective. It wasn't that we couldn't qualify people for houses. It wasn't even necessarily that people were qualifying for houses that shouldn't have been buying them. What it was is that people didn't have the financial discipline to keep the commitments that they made when they signed the loan documents. There's a lot of different reasons for that, but for us, it comes right back to the basic fundamentals, and that's budgeting. I know you're thinking, we're applying for a mortgage loan, we're buying a house, what does budgeting have to do with that? Well, if we're going to get you into the perfect home, it's not going to be the perfect home unless you can keep it. And the way you keep it is budgeting. Making sure that the house payment fits within the budget that makes sense for your family. We sort of look at it like weightlifting. Budgeting goes along the same kind of parameters. You're strong now, you can do most of the things that you want to do, but if you want to do bigger things, if you want to do greater things, you're going to have to put the work in to get stronger so that you can do those things. You might be looking at the perfect home now for yourself and your family, but what about 5 years from now? What about 10 years from now? Do you have bigger dreams? Well, if you do, there's only one way to reach those, and that's to put the work in that's necessary to get there. That's what budgeting does. This lesson is on a very basic level for budgeting. If you've never done budgeting before, you should find yourself easily able to handle the basic forms that we're going to present you with. We have a lot of tools and some much higher level stuff coming at you later. Even if you're an experienced budgeter and you've been budgeting for a long time, this is a good set of basics and a good refresher for you. Remember Vince Lombardi. You win with the fundamentals. The foundation of everything you do is the fundamentals of finance, and budgeting is the single most fundamental thing that we do. All of these other things that we're talking about, they mean nothing if you're not able to discipline yourself financially to stick to a budget and make sure that your payments mesh with what your family needs to do. So let's get to some of those forms, take a look at the basic ideas, and make sure that your family's on the road to keeping the perfect home.
Okay, here